Will you not ask? Then say you not ask. You ask question, then say you get Baku talk. But for today, the 20th day of March, 2021, we didn't here. It's Saturday. And everything goes. We know how we can do them. So for start, make we compare the COVID-19 status update for today to that of last Saturday. And this now waiting we get na table. Last Saturday, the total confirmed coronavirus positive cases na Salone na be 3,937. Today, na 3,948. In 1 week, we get 9 positive cases in 1 week. We try. I think since then, time they will be together 400, 150. This is the lowest we've got. 9. Last week we get 19. The week before that we get 31. Before that 40. But this is the lowest. We hope say we keep going down, down, down. And 0. Israel the other day and say everybody don't get the vaccine. And then be declare Pfizer Day. And get fun. We hope say we self go just keep low to 0. Then we self go get a good time na Sierra Leone. Last Saturday, na be 79 total number of death to COVID-19. And today back na 79. So, 0. We no lost nobody. If we count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We're not 88 for we'll say 2 months. So slightly by next week, if we keep on this way, we will say 2 months without any coronavirus death na Salone. But for now, fingers crossed, we need 1 more week for make we both say 2 months. The one them in isolation. Last week na be 1,079. Today back na 1,079. So, and so it be. The one them we don't recover from COVID-19. Last week na be a total number of 2,779. Today na 2,790. 11 people now they recover from COVID-19 inside this week. The one them in quarantine. Last week we get 78 people. Today we get 33 people. Only 33 people them now then they in quarantine na Salone. The one them on discharge from quarantine. Last week we been get 14,570 and today we get 14,634. Okay. So we get a total of 64 people. 64 people them now them discharged from quarantine across the country. All right. That's now the COVID status update where we compare them to last week. Yeah, before we can begin go through, there are some other vaccination updates where we get. I think we'll go just get them now. The nationwide rollout of the COVID-19 vaccination will start on Monday, 22nd March 2021 to Wednesday, 31st March 2021 for the following beneficiaries. Okay? So from the 22nd to the 31st, now in the vaccination get for take place na salon. So you in the salon, you feel say you meet then criteria why they can't announce just now. You get limited window. You get what do we go say Monday to Monday, a weekend 2 days. Now you get from the 22nd to the last day inside March. Now you get to. So if you meet the criteria, listen now. The target beneficiaries, healthcare workers, both public and private. If you're a healthcare worker in a salon, both public and private, you they up for vaccination. Then they force you, not to by force, it left to you. But they want to make you know say every healthcare worker, irrespective of your age, as long as you're a healthcare worker, you can go and go take the vaccine. Military officers. If you then at the military, if you all age 40 and above, you can get the vaccine. You can go for them. Police officers, fire force officers, prison officers, teachers, both public and private, lecturers and instructors, both public and private, social workers, custom and immigration officers. All them people that were announced so, as long as you all age 40 and above, you can go and go get vaccinated. Okay? You know all the category, right? From the different institutions. Now you go ask, say, what about the general public? Yes, for the general public, you get for all 70 years and above for make you qualify. So for now we grandpa and we granny them. Now then go able for get vaccinated with the 296,000 doses of vaccine from Astra and Sinopharm with the Salon. Okay? $2 from 40 years and above for the different institution name, but for the general public, now from 70 years. Now the young one them, well, maybe down the road, but not right now. They say at vaccination site, the list of persons that was provided by the respective institution above, it will be available. For verification purposes, beneficiaries, then they encourage you for bring along an official identification document. So which means healthcare workers, military, police, fire force, prison, teachers, lecturers, social workers, custom and immigration officers. Una need for car with una official identification document. We go show say you na soldier man and this age you old. Okay? And for the general public, you get for all 70 before you go there. I think we don't announce the different centers them, Naya. But let's just go over them quick. Bombali, Makeni Government Hospital, Kamabai CHC. Bond Government Hospital, UBC Hospital Matru. Kono, Koidu Government Hospital, UMC Jayama Siwafe. Cambia Government Hospital, Madina CHC. Moyamba Government Hospital, Jala University. Tonkolili, Maboka Government Hospital, and Mile 91. Okay? Falaba, Mongo CHC, and Falaba CHC. Bo Government Hospital, and Koribondo CHC. Kainlaon Government Hospital, and Nixon Sebuema. Kemenema Government Hospital, and Panguma Hospital. Koinadugu, Kabala Government Hospital, and Akalia CHC. Karene, Kamakwe Hospital, and Binti CHC. Putloko Government Hospital, and Lunge Government Hospital. Pujeon Government Hospital, and Zimi CHC. Western Area Rural, Waterloo CHC, Godrich CHC, and Lumley Hospital. Western Urban, Rokupa Government Hospital, Kiama Road Hospital, and Macaulay Street Hospital. Okay? Vaccine recipients go be notified about the date for the second dose at the vaccination site. For further information, and so you can contact Harold Thomas and Michael Jones. All right. You know what? Before even I start today, since we did talk about the government hospital here, I get two things where I want to start with. Two things them before I even begin to go back to how Sunday was to Usai we dey now. And then two things here where I want to talk about. One, Nabo Government Hospital. The medical facilities in Nabo, I think the government of Sierra Leone, the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, for stepping, because I get a red flag. I get serious concern over waiting really happen Nabo. These couple from the United States, they're Christians, then go salon. The man say in the go talk about God in word. He go with him wife, and another couple lay back we go. But now just one of them get a YouTube channel. His name is Dan. So Dan don't they give update about him living in Sierra Leone. He gets a lot where he don't they talk about the benefits of the things them how they cope and everything in Sierra Leone. But Dan in recent video was not a good one. This is what happened to Dan. Dan begin to feel sick na salon, na bo, na den tap. So he begin to feel sick, he don't feel sick. So he gets to a point he say he mouth bitter, he not get taste, he not able to sleep. So he become worried. He go na pharmacy for make he go do malaria test. So he say he buy the test strip na the pharmacy na bo. So then tell him say well he get for test himself na the pharmacy they not go take and go na house, but now they then go test him, then go able for tell him if he gets malaria or not. He do the test na the pharmacy, and the pharmacy tell him say he was malaria and typhoid negative. But he know how he feel. And we all know, we talk on when was it? Friday. When Nancy say na mosquito na made them run. White people. Danny is American, is white. So he don't they feel that way there. He don't go na pharmacy. Pharmacy say he negative. They prescribe for a medicine, then no say, oh, maybe something a fever or whatever. It can also. But the feeling still persists. Right? He say it deteriorates and it now something where it record. So from day one to the last day, it record. And when you the watcher, you see say it deteriorate as time they go. So after that pharmacy they be don't clear and say he not get malaria. When the team mother am after 2-3 days, he say make he gonna Bo government hospital for go take malaria test. He gonna Bo government hospital and do malaria test, HIV test, typhoid test, all them tests then. All the tests then back come negative. Okay? The video did. If you go on YouTube, he did it. So it can house. So like the thing not agree for go. He not able to sleep. He mouth the bitter. Like all the malaria symptoms, he still the getter. But he don't go hospital. He don't go na pharmacy. Pharmacy say waiting. He free. He not positive with malaria. He don't go na Bo government hospital. He recorded the nurse where the nurse they explain to her and say he is free. He not get malaria. Everything is negative at the hospital. At the hospital. Eh? Okay? Alright. Then they done. Then prescribe back say, oh, this and that. So it kind of also. But the thing they get worse, and worse. So he become worried. So he say call a doctor friend within the United States. They call people them. We know medically then tell and say, bruh, this thing, na malaria you get. All this explanation where they get malaria you go. Yes, you don't go to the pharmacy. Pharmacy say you not get malaria. You don't go to Bo government hospital. Bo government hospital take test. Then tell you say like you come later, you can later. They say explain say you not get malaria. But you think say you for go free tongue. And then left and go free tongue. He said the ride was so uncomfortable because he be don't reach to a stage where you dey see him param. He reach free tongue. But not tell you the hospital where then go with him. But he say na hospital where they recommend, even from the United States, na hospital where they recommend. So me have you say na either 34, na Chinese hospital na Jue, or Choi Tram. I feel say na one of the hospital and they be admit. As he reach, then do the test, then say the malaria don't reach to jaundice stage, and like the malaria don't really work on him body. Can you imagine? Inside free tongue, I didn't detect and say he get malaria. And then begin for admit him instantly and begin for treat her. But Nabo, then say, then do test. They not see nothing. They not see malaria. They not see typhoid. They not see HIV. They not see nothing. All the tests the way they do, you say all the tests the way they run way pay for Nabo government hospital negative. Even though it begets malaria. You can imagine that. How many people them don't die in the provinces? I don't know if I go say a wrong diagnosis or I don't even know. Me mouth full up. Me mouth full after I read this. Say the government hospital Nabo, even the lab tests the way they do for the people there, they're not able to tell or for say the lab, because most of the people when they go hospital they tell and say they get malaria and typhoid. For say the lab they use, you know they see with my own, now the black my own no more they see. Eh? Or waiting. Waiting really. Now the problem here. I think the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. Now so me think that lab they need for go check her. They need for go check. They test them. They want them where I don't know. If I expire one now, I am confused. So if that man they not become free tongue, that man they die. If for be die in a salon, nothing. Or is it that salon because we know they sue? Eh? Now I make or waiting. What's the problem here? I bet you if now we people then be go that 10 day then for see malaria and typhoid by there. Or the malaria and typhoid now for we no more. Eh? Okay. That's now one. Where I say today, before even at the start. Now then why I start with. Number 2. Sad day. Now my environment. I did talk to somebody the other day. He tell me, say, oh, then get buried in my area. I say, what's happening? I say, one small pikin die. Young baby. I say, young baby? I say, what's happen? He said, then be they feed down with pap. Then knock and down. And the pikin choke. Pap go in it. And the pikin be get for loss in life. May that young baby day in soul rest in peace. And God give him good road. Do we still do that in Sierra Leone? You know what they talk? Or then they lay pikin a lap, then block your nose, then put the pap na hand, then they feed her. Do we still do that? You go on for tell me, say, oh, then do unto we all. My dear, with the kind of a young girl comrade they hold again now. Not a discrimination, it's just the reality in a grown. We think say then sabi for do huh? How many pikin and young baby them where their life they don't lost due to this kind of a way of feeding? Why then still they do am na Sierra Leone? Say they knock pikin down, you they only nose. Then where they cry, where they gulp. Now for drink the pap. I was devastated the entire day where I read that. I was like, no. I don't know who that get for be responsible, but this one, they need to stop it in Sierra Leone. Not even can't tell me about now we culture. And then they not get for do with culture. No. Then they not get for do with culture. Then they not get for do with tradition. Yes. Is it that then go say, oh, now because we don't come, we don't expose? Now make could they feel like say that one they wrong? Look at it first. Look at it, yeah. You think say the person, the picky way they feed so they enjoy the food? The picking they enjoy the food? Because we look picky way and they do that way, they all time cry then they cry. Because not for them enjoy the food, now for let the belly full. Why? Why make we still they do am na Sierra Leone? Why make? Who do we turn to? For say they are this one. Then woman them. Then bele woman them. Then comrade them where they go to hospital. Then for they talk to them say this kind of feeding, this way not correct. It not correct today, it not correct tomorrow. Who that we they turn to? Who that? Like I said, I don't think say it correct too. Young Pekin not getting your own chance. Alright. Then two things, and then be then on my chest where I feel say I need for pull them. Bendu Kamara say, he said we need public health and community health mentors for the young mama them. Même Zobi Safa say, he not think say it advisable for do den kind thing anymore. True story. A babysitter in Virginia, he do that to baby we lost in life years ago. Michael Cook say pikin they refuse for it due to 3 reasons them. 1, the pikin not well. 2, he not angry. 3, he not like the food. David Taylor say, he say, beaucoup pikin don't die through this kind of feeding method there. Eric Judge, on the one for the health, Nabo, he say, we health business na salon a problem. Some labs they not equipped and some health personnel they not well trained. Asibangwa say, able unnecessary waste of life. Whose kind culture that the baby choke? What thing happen to feeding bottom? When it say yes, some people still they do them. And in the beaucoup then kind of similar cases there. Mirage Hall say, he feel say the ministry need for know about this kind of episode. A judge say, he feel say na a crime. Na somebody don't commit na yaso. Ibambi Ema say, bo government hospital, nothing on there for talk about it. He say, beloved uncle die about 1 year ago. At that same hospital day. Alright. Let we watch waiting pass through Sierra Network for this week. On Sunday, we began 0 new confirmed case, 0 death, and 1 new recoveries. Than our last Sunday. We be suicide President Julius Maada be join eminent Sierra Leone woman them for observe the International Women's Day and explain the effort to legislate Affirmative Action Bill 2021. Sunday, na that Sunday, Honorable Tawa Conte we say we pull in press release. We say ACC been treat him like a suspect rather than a whistleblower when things say him be. On that other story there, Ellen Conte say nothing say spoon expensive. They need for tell the young comrade and say if feeding bottle, no they then can use spoon. Asibangwa say unfortunately the pikin die for nothing because government no go do nothing. We'll be joined on Sunday. We'll be joined Pastor David Vandy, which the theme, which voice you dey listen to. You been there, you know how that preaching they been go. Monday morning, we all been tuned live, where the camera be pointing at status. Usai the president of Sierra Leone and the vice president and ministers them and stakeholders them themselves then be take the COVID-19 vaccine on camera. And the president be tell you say take the COVID-19 vaccine just for assure the citizens and say it's safe and effective way then Bookman and say the efficacy. All right. On Monday, we get 1 new confirmed case, 0 death, and 0 recoveries. Now I make we get 9 too because the numbers them, well, you know. What we'll be deal with now on Monday? We'll be talk about the president and other high-profile politicians them and stakeholders them will be take them first COVID-19 vaccine. We be get for land through the World Bank country team for say statistics salon technically then don't ready for conduct the 2021 midterm population census. Statistics Sierra Leone then ready for conduct the 2021 midterm population census. Well, some of you go for the salon that attend and go for country this time around. Also, website the date's not change no more again. The members of parliament then, Tranga one, the debates they on about the cyber crime bill. Salon, we receive Madam Aisha Johansson, where he come back na the country as an elected member of the FIFA Council. Ministry of Youth Affairs and Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry. With support from European Union. They say this particular project, agricultural project, where it don't done, it get for create job for 10,000 youths. Amen. Amen. 10,000 youth go get job na salon with this particular agricultural project done. Again, I say amen and amen. Not the add, and not the pull. We await to see this 10,000 youth make them get a job. We still await that other 5,000 youth make them get a job. We still wait. But them not left better than again. Few more days, this administration go 3 years complete in office. Okay? On Tuesday, we get 1 confirmed case, 0 death, and 2 new recoveries na Sierra Leone. What will be deal with now on Tuesday? For say, this fight against corruption na Sierra Leone, anti-corruption, parliament, honorable Tawa, how we see the fight they go? Because honorable Tawa, 30 day itawa, say who sign map. Na de iti map. You know the shake for nobody. He believes say parliament corrupt. Okay. I'll continue. Big money don't appear. IMF issued a press release on the 15th day of March 2021 where the executive board of the International Monetary Fund don't approve the disbursement of $50 million or 17% of the quota where they say then they give to Sierra Leone for help meet the urgent balance of payment and fiscal needs for stemming from the deep and persistent impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. Not to the first money this way IMF don't give. Yeah? Now I make this last time with the government pull press release where the Minister of Finance be the talk say the government solely now they don't spend the highest money for fight COVID-19 inside salon. I be tell we say then be just want make we forget small all the money the way they come. This particular $50 million when a 17% of the quota where IMF promise we. Then say for meet the urgent balance of payment and the fiscal need for stemming from the deep and persistent impact of COVID-19. And say if you can remember, the government then quick and decisive action for contain COVID-19. Now be make the COVID-19 not spread boku one na the country. 50 million. In fact, it pass small self because na 50.37. So not to 50 million no more. But the actual, even though na 50 million, then they tell we. But na 50.37. 90 day. They say na for help for combat the COVID-19 shock. Alright. Well, IMF. Una thank you. We hope say make we people feel the impact. Because for right now, the impact too they feel. Not to this kind no. But they pray say this one, the cushion where this can with, we go feel that sponge day. Because for right now, na akpata stone now they feel. We want feel this sponge, not the akpata. Eh? Okay. On Wednesday, we will get 3 new confirmed cases, 0 death and 1 new recoveries from coronavirus. On Wednesday again, what will be deal with Naya? Now the members of parliament them will be they talk about the cybercrime bill. You have been there, you there. You have been there, you know what we'll talk about. If you don't pay attention lately, you will find out say the Audit Service Sierra Leone. They under big blow them from all angle. And they on a big blow. So this time around, say a lot of people, many times we can say, Dia, we KKY, Dia, we Honorable Kande Kole Yumkela, Dia, we Dr. Kande, Dia, we Dr. Yumkela. And look like say, he say in us, he don't say, he think say, what thing they do to the audit service? Through the Auditor General himself, he say not correct. He claims say, then they pay people them for right against the Auditor General. Now the newspaper them. Now what he say? Okay. Now we just go brief small. Waiting it talk. He said the audit, he give me the history first of the audit service, say then create under chapter 6, the section 119 of the 1991 Constitution for perform basic function, promote accountability and good governance. However, for effectively carry out audit on the economy, efficiency, and effectiveness with which the audited government entities for use the resources when they give them responsibly. Now then work that one day, the Audit Service Sierra Leone. He say one for remind presidentbio. He say as opposition presidential candidates, the work of the Audit Service Sierra Leone, he said then for allow them for challenge the excesses of the previous APC government between 2015 and 2018. He said with evidence from reports were produced by the Office of the Auditor General, he said the current president and the former SLPP presidential candidate, presidentbio, for 4 years, then they talk. Anytime they talk, then they refer to the Auditor General in report for talk against the APC by then. So you want for remind on that. He said during in party launch, the manifesto, na putloko, Presidentbio been talk say, in go fight against corruption and improve accountability. And he be praise the work of the Audit Service Sierra Leone for the publication of series of robust annual audits provided evidence of leakages during the previous government. He said all this now waiting presidentbio be the talk by then, where be opposition. Say be they use audit service alone for campaign. Say when income, it go empower them more. Because waiting you, then they show who side the leakages then they. Okay? He said the new direction then promise for several months now. Salon people and don't watch as the audit service Sierra Leone don't come under attack. And the Auditor General Lara appears it turn like for say it is under siege. He said the campaign every day it intensify after the release of the 2019 audit report and the COVID-19 special audit. He said the government they use the current audit service and forensic audit report for substantiate waiting then at the white paper. Yet, this same government 6 months later turn around for wage war pan the audit report and the audit service because it expose then dabaru business. He saying taleke for say is the hypocrite and the kind of effrontery when they use and the total disregard for the people of Sierra Leone. He say, remember, he remind them. Say, bra, who be the opposition now, all be there, say, una check the audit report, una go see what the APC do. So now una don't come. Audit report come out for una. When I be 2018, them still be there, say na APC, 2018 na APC. Then say una wait till 2019 come out. 2019 come on now, then say no, not to APC again, no. Now na the Auditor General. Not to even SLPP, now Auditor General. Not to even this administration, now Auditor General. Now you get the problem. Okay. He said the fight against corruption, fiscal consolidation, and discipline. He said, na promise. Meaningless to that you be. He said, but then fail for call out the one them where the audit service don't expose. He said the audit service Sierra Leone don't show exemplary service and are not been for 15 years plus. He said, believe say presidentbio for call out them one them where they attack all this service for say when I left the let them do them work and then when the way audit service don't expose then for come out day for clear themselves. He said presidentbio be promised a manifesto say in go ensure full implementation of all the recommendations them we go they come out annually inside audit service Sierra Leone. The reports for the ministries, the departments, and the agencies. It been promised we a new direction with a committed political leadership in the fight against corruption. He say, in go call that kind of fight, we go ensure efficient political and economic management of state and its natural resources, so that we country go enjoy. So that we country go able for pay for all we basic and financial services and we essential services. But oh yeah, he say not so than they happen right now. Inside the talk, he want for call out parliament. He say however, we parliament get an important role for play inside this talk where they go on so right now. He say when he come to the institution there and then kind cabal where they cannot build pan corruption, like the kind way back where the institution can make them leakages them. He say we the parliamentarian them for tranga one team up. He say but The kind way they do it's like say we serve the aid and abet bad behavior. By way they neglect and willful turn we eye other side. Like say we not see waiting they go on right now. He said it's so ironic, convenient, that all we they paint na personal corruption. Just call for parliament. He say parliament used for bully auditor general la tilopias. Now question they ask. If the parliament go bully the auditor general. He say we the parliamentarian who go allow this kind of thing where they go on against the audit service report, or we go support for tell the auditor how for doing work, unless parliament say otherwise. The audit service in budget and in revenue are managed by the institution itself. By compelling the audit service for surrender in funds to single treasury account, you dey force them for receive instruction from and control by the government. Because we see outside the financial secretary, Sajusu, right now, to be an audit service, you know, for himself. It to be in the better one. Okay. We'll see how that one they get for end. But KKY Naya the talk say it's not correct too. Because if they say now, they say few money for the come up at that single treasury account. Because before money come on, you get for rights to this and that. But right now, as parliament approved, then they give. But now if they go through here now, they get for ask them, who's on angle? What's on angle do? Who's on angle? You understand? So then they go to the camo, then they go for camo, and wait is now so the word go down past everything. So he said that one is not correct. If they do and so say the money set for common, then say get for the go say we want money now for go do say time that be saying and go use for control them. And then go use for control other them. The audit service. He said because he go tell like for say, now then go tell them who stand for go audit. Who that them for audit. Waiting at the question where they want go ask. And waiting at the report where they don't prepare. Because inside the money they come on. He say all in the Kedia, we World Bank, don't they give money for build prudent financial management and accountability. We go just flush them at the cesspit. He not left them who don't talk about the new direction, who don't talk about parliament. Now, he talk about the silence of the international agencies and donors. He call them out. He say, United Nations, World Bank, and other donors them, where they tell we about accountability, international public sector accounting standard, internal controls, etc. They not go pretend say they know they see the drama where they happen right now. If Lara Telopeas they harass her enough, then he resign. Then for the first time in 2 decades, now a party loyalist, now then go quickly can put the through parliament. Is somebody listening? He say if them pressure this woman, he resign. If he see them take party business for thing he don't done. Because when the next administration come, when the next political party then win, it done. When you see themselves can they kick down, they come out, then put their own person. It just take one person for start the bad thing. Now I make a reminder say, but who be the opposition? Now who be the hail this woman? Now when we don't come, or when we don't win, when I see the woman as bad person, or now then they try for force and make it resign. As he resigns so, then take one party person and put on there. It done. Audit service. he no go get no merit again. None whatsoever he no go get. You feel say na that need they try for achieve? Now that you feel? They don't call them out to. I can always tell Naya say, if we feel to say, then one and day, then get we interest. Think again. Think again. If we not feel say, World Bank, then one and day, then get we interest. I beg you. He ask again, he say, bo, who say UNDPD, the agency where they for good governance? He say all the donors them. No say auditors are independent. He say by way where they don't settlement for this thing, then self they aid and abet the government for run the Auditor General out of town. He say, with no doubt, then they try for CC, and I've been trade. They're not corrupt. He ask again, he say, where the UN women them? What happened to all them proclamation about you women's rights and empowerment? He say, you not think saying a shame that during the week of celebration of International Women's Day, Lara Taylor Pierce, the brave and first female Auditor General of Sierra Leone, they faced the worst barrage of threats and attack by this government? The media lackeys them. It's okay for the chief officer for become the arsonist. Now the end, he say, I'll jump some. I'll just send that side. Auditor General Theolopilas, he say, hold on. However, he need we all support. In 2018, the Chief Justice and the Governor of the Central Bank, they all hastily resigned for one reason or the other, even though their office and their tenure are protected under the Constitution. Will Sierra Leoneans sit back and allow the Audit Service Sierra Leone for be torn down and politicized? He say, then the state council them next to be decapitated and made monolithic. He say, who's then we go wake up from we slumber, we draw sleep? Lara Taylor Pierce, leave her alone. Hands off our Audit Service Sierra Leone. And so KKY say, at the piece that one the way KKY writes. Go na social media. All the one them where they all see them for fire. Where they pick one or two things of vuvuzela for this administration. So why they think say it was all good when it was the previous administration, but when at their own term now, it they do bad job. All of a sudden, now APC they try for, hey, go na YouTube. Sajusu, the financial secretary, in statement on the audit service, he did it. We upload and they go watch her. Let you all the thing we talk. He say, when they say na 117 billion I lost, not to him more, na 48 billion. As far as I concern, money loss. It's a new direction, money not for loss. Heads should roll. Presidentbio tell we say, he go hit the ground running. The only institution we not politicized in Sierra Leone. We left. Now they try for politicize so right now. Now they just they try for run a gutter. I don't know if that's Samba gutter. On a bombe. On a kubi. Who side they try for run and go? I don't know. All right. NGC, you know, say they self can like for do talk to the camera. They like for go to market for go check prices. Then we go to market. Then go check different prices. Then compare from 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021. And a lot of goods them na market. They don't get past mark now. 100%. So 100%. If in be so, the 100% they would again a market. From all this administration take place. If now so them be the give we lights 100%. Water 100%. If it don't be good for we. But we check them back. Now we. On Thursday, 5 new confirmed cases, 0 death, and 6 new recoveries from coronavirus. I tell you now, just now, 10,000 jobs, not so. European Union and Sierra Leone government, and say they don't take a big step for support agri-business and innovative farming na Salone. So, Salone don't put policies them for the triple C's when are coffee, cocoa, and cashew. With partner, then they celebrate a milestone. And then feel say this one go benefit over 7,800 farmers. Over 7,800 farmers. Okay? Alright. Let we go. Because I know say we all get it in for talk. Kenema City Field, the Edelgrass contractors they don't come. You see, you need to make a put this field, even though not artificial turf. Here's alone. Who get it in there? You see that field? Na Kenema their own stadium down there, on their own field. Or you want for see and fine. Since it a change. Let make you see and fine, yeah? Kenema, their own field. And this. Not to the other day now, would they talk about we stadium? Oh, we stadium, this and that, but they don't show you for we small. Phil, we no get stand. You no get nothing. We go show say, nah, even the fence, you no get better fence. You no get better fence. Get small covering, get half thing there around. But you see the kind grass so then they go put today now. The one who for take care of the grass, better one. Because a natural. They say, oh, this and that, they see the dirty and what's not. But look this one with it before you now. How long you think say this girl for last first? How long? I know they tell you say they're not supposed to forget some more. Not to so I say, do ya? Then forget her. Then say they enjoy her. We will take the stand now na stadium, we can put them by this. Or then go say no, I'm for international matches, we don't need artificial turf. We need natural turf. Oh, Kenema. We dey wait for see how una go handle this. Because the last time where I check the clock tower, that clock we did it. You know that digital clock? One morning, where people and grab, they not see and they again. But the mayor say, he say na breeze na be blow. Breeze blow the clock out of the tower. People then say na thief then thief. Then say no to thief then thief. Na breeze na blow. Una want wake back? Then say breeze don't blow this stuff go. Because at that time una go can't say security not been there and all that thing there. Okay? I'm just saying. As then they lay and so for una take care of her. Do ya? Because that clock yun, will they wait? The rents go begin can't just know. I don't know would have been decided for getting white. But we'll go check. We'll go check better one. Alright. Kelema, una enjoy una new turf. I played it well. But again, le breeze non blow am. Le cow breeze blow that clock we be there at the tower. Yeah? Una thank you. We move. On Thursday, we be talk about the security situation na FBC. We will be in there. We now that conversation they bingo. The Sierra Network Charity Foundation Hall of Fame. We don't upload the March 2021 update. If you don't buy t-shirt, send the picture to me. Yourself, your face go did it. On Friday, yesterday, 0 new confirmed case, 0 death, and 0 recoveries. If you don't pay attention, something they go on right now at the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School. And somebody, they champion this one. Who are they champion them? Now Joseph Sano. Joseph Sano, they champion this. Yeah? He say the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary School go hire him brother-in-law. And he say na through fraudulent way na they hire him. He make press briefing and all. I don't know how true is it, but rumor they talk say because Joseph Sano be get position na NatCom. They say no did it again. I don't know if that's true no more than one day. But Bremer Michael Toure, where they work na the information and media side at the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School, they come out and address what Joseph Sano been say. Joseph Sano say the first one we don't give so na phase 1. And they come back with phase 2. Joseph Sano, we are waiting, sir. They are not giving silver blinding kind of phases. Because silver blinding promise we 100, he give it 10. We wait for you. Okay? If you want to go now with YouTube page, you go get waiting Joseph Sano CD, and you go get waiting Brahma Michael Toure say. Then you go choose. Okay? Alright. Presidentbio depart Sierra Leone for Senegal. Now, so the office of the president be want to make me a you know. For say Presidentbio on Friday the 19th of March go left Salon for the Republic of Senegal on a 2-day walking visit. They say during this walking visit, the president go hold bilateral meeting with his colleague and his brother. I like that. But I don't force. With his colleague and his brother, His Excellency Macky Sall, when I am the president of the Republic of Senegal. And say this bilateral meeting, they expect for focus on strengthening the cooperation and exploring investment opportunities between Sierra Leone and Senegal. The president will return back on Sunday, the 21st of March 2021. And say this one, I'm brother, I go fan. Bodia, no shade attached. No shade attached. If you na mama, you dey na house. You na papa, you dey na house. All time, every day. You pikin dey comot, they say they go find paddy, they go find his brother, they go find his sister, they go find his schoolmate, they go find all 10 na in they go. What you go tell her? What you go tell her pikin they do ya? If you na mama and papa, na house, auntie, uncle, where they take care of pikin. All time you pikin, na they go no more, they go find paddy, na they go find brother, na they go find sister, all time. What you go tell la pikin they? Okay, we no know. I mean for me, I go say today, sit down a house. Make you paddy self can venue. Today, no go no side. Call your brother, make himself can venue. Today, no go no side. Call your sister, make he can venue. Make himself can house today. Make you sabi this paddy where you they go fen all time. He go say no, not in one of them boku. Not true. And will say, all the presidents don't waka. When they see the good things the way they come, but let person can't find now no. Now no more they go. Who's then go can't find we? I want to kick about saying go say neighbor falls, you don't use. Okay. You say na walking visit na 2 days no more. So long no worry. Tomorrow Sunday, he go don't turn back. Yesterday will be there. The good old days. We'll be there. The songs they not be easy yesterday. We'll get them nice. Una no be there, una miss. Una miss. And it say, he said, we all know what's in the happen in Senegal. You know, think say, now really time for visit. Well, the pass say, they go find him brother. As he bango, I say, yes, triple A, my mama can say, the same thing where I say so. And the judge say, how much presidents have done can visit in salon since the past 5 years? Tony Ture John say, he say, I saw them ki waste taxpayers' money. For today, we don't talk and just now. Okay, make a peep inside it quick. Yeah? For saying now one new case we get today. And that's now because the labs then analyze 502. And that one new case day, then say now inbound passengers now be get them. Mana River Union countries. Salonka with 1. Guinea Cow with 124. Liberia no show face at all. 0. Ivory Coast say okay on wait me. Like Konkuna all now on aid. Ivory Coast count 511 new cases. So we get total of 636. For the death, still remain the same. 79, Sierra Leone, Guinea 108, Liberia 85, Ivory Coast 216. Then they give it a total of 488 people where we don't lose nas alone. I'm not the Mano River Union countries. That's a full lie, not to salon there. But the president, he did right now with his brother. He don't receive him well in Senegal. I work in visitor. Michael Coker say he believes the president they travel a lot now because of the per diem. Mirajol say then he say now for take 10 waka. Ibrahim Kurma say it's a waste of taxpayers' money. And later they ask how much it cost we. When you ask that question, we say, no, you don't know it will forget. Josephine Bette say I do less. Our guy say triple A, he take the cola come on my mouth. He me just they about to ask the question. Since the president can have power, why up to date no other states no can find it. All 10 be na because na in they go. Na because na in they go. Where you sit down then go can find you. Then go come. Where all 10 in they go? Hey boy, if all 10 they can, why for go find you? Why for go find you if all 10 they can? But if you know, how they wait and see what we get for reap from this. Also, okay.